Welcome to the Dub C CJ Mack Show. What up, y'all? I'm still Dub C.
And I'm still CJ Mack.
What up, C Mac?
What's up, bro? What's happening, man?
A whole lot going on, man.
Yeah, man, you been getting all that money without me, man. Traveling around the world, and the West Side Connection. Man, I don't know about
Well, ain't no more West Side Connection, they said, right?
What 50 say something? If I can't get nothing with you?
Still always gonna
what's
be,
up, bro?
Still always gonna be that Dub on mine. Love,
Always
man. Just
love, man.
getting down there out there, you know what I'm saying, making it happen. What up, C Mac? I mean, talk to me, baby. What's been checking Dion out?
Yeah, man, definitely, man.
Yeah, he been doing his thing, man.
He been doing their thing over there, man. And, you know, you can't win them all. You know what I'm talking about? And I know everybody was waiting for the man to lose. You're gonna lose some. You're gonna win some. You lose some. But he's bringing that program a long way. And they're gonna stun some people, bro. This season, they're gonna stun some people.
Yeah,
man, you know what I mean?
I love being an underdog.
Yeah, me too.
I love being an underdog.
Me too.
Matter of fact, speaking of underdogs, man, our guest today that we got on the show.
Oh man, I don't know about no underdog, man, but he's a bad man. You know, we decided to travel a little bit farther west and up north.
Yeah.
To the north a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So today's guest, man, without further ado, man, we got Mr. Boom Bap himself, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
I'm on the couch, man.
On the couch, man.
What's happening with him, baby? You good?
I love my Bay partners, man. They got so much energy, man. I love y'all, man.
Blessed to be here, man. I'm on the couch, man. The white butter leather, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but y'all don't know this is Rick Rock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rick Rock.
Because it go without
How y'all
introduction.
doing?
You know what I'm saying? We good, bro. Thank you for coming, man. We
Oh,
really
man,
appreciate
thanks for
it.
having me, my ninja. For
Yeah,
sure.
man. So, you know, like I said, I want to start with that. The Bay Area energy, bro.
It's something
The
else.
Bay is like something. All y'all got the same moves, bro. It's just patented, you know,
Yeah.
How did that even come about?
I think it's just, it's a Black Panther pimp culture, Oakland, the city, Bay Area type of a thing originally, a lot of pimping going on. And I think it just over time, it just became part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? You just, you just talking that's just what it's always been, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all my Bay partners, man, y'all got the same
Got the
swag.
show the swag.
Be swaying,
Show the
hands
swag.
be popping, and you know what I mean? The Southwest pimpish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They just be on some other shit, but they'll still do that, though. They might be straight hitters. They ain't never pimped a bitch in their life. They still gonna do this, though. That's just what it is.
Rick Rock, let's get into it, man.
That's
right. You credited for, a lot of people say you credited for starting the hyphy movement.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people say that, man.
What you think about that?
Partners say that, too. I think, it's a series of events. As far as the sound bed of it, and the hyphy movement itself, I was intricate in that. It was definitely I had the starter pistol with it. As far as a culture, and because it's really like the hyphy already been there as far as the word, Kick the Sneak already coined the word, and Mac Dre, and he's out there, but a song or two here and there. But once me and 40 started wiggling, I started bringing the tempo up. Cause he wanted the mob, but I came and I wanted to go up tempo with the shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a natural place for me. And so, I actually have a tape when Big John came to my house, and I had the Federation in there. He was working on the album.
Federation, shout out to the Federation.
Yeah, and he was like, I need y'all to start a movement. I need like 100 people to do what you doing, what each one of you doing, 100 for each one, and start a movement. It needs to be a movement.
Wow.
He didn't feel like the group was a standalone on itself group. He felt like it needed that shit. And then that's when we really concentrated on trying to achieve that. But
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how it went. But a lot of people, if you're from the town, because we're from a small city, from the fly, so they be looking like they didn't start this or they didn't start that. But you can't argue with it, though. I mean, the facts, it's in the history books, right?
Come on now, speak on it. Speak on it. Speaking of the Federation, that was your first introduction, getting down with a group, though, right? Coming out.
Well, my first introduction was it MC Rosters? That was, my first group. I was a beatboxer, Tony Laws, J Bone.
Beatboxer.
And then
beatboxer.
Yeah, I was the little nigga. They was like 17, I was like 14. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I got on and shit, man. And then Tony Laws would do the beats and shit, and I fucking, so I was learning shit there. We went to a little home studio. and I did my little, beatbox, tracked it out and everything. I was excited, you feel me? So then when I left there and went to Alabama, I got in a rap group. And that's when we started going all around doing shows open for hella motherfuckers from Montgomery, Alabama. That was our home then. And so we was all over doing that. And then when I got back, I got into back to California from Alabama. I got in a group with Big Lurch and Doonie Baby called Cosmic Slop Shop.
Okay.
And then
You
I
remember
met
that?
the Federation, and then I started working with them.
Wow.
As far as the groups I ever was in or whatever. But
So you was rapping.
yeah, I used to rap back then, man. I'll be gassing a little bit more now, but I had stopped for a minute because, the beats would just come. I just look and just,
Wow,
it's just
that's
like
my calling.
Yeah, they would just come out. And I used to sample a lot, and then once I got back to the Bay and I got with Mike Mosley, and he was like, no, it's Mob, and he kind of was, getting me acclimated to how the shit, how it wiggles up there. And so I was like, okay. So I started learning keyboards and shit, and I just never really sample no more. So I don't have a bunch of samples in my catalog, and it just switched the flow.
You getting all your money.
Basically. Basically. I do sample some shit here and there though, but yeah.
If you feeling it.
How do you feel about sampling?
I think it's dope. I came up doing it. It's just, I don't know how I used to sample, because I had an SP12 and it only had 2.5 sampling seconds, and we used to have to speed up samples and slow them down and all this shit. So I would really phrase samples, so it might be like a bam, like a sound, and I might dan play it a sound.
Right.
And so I got used to just kind of chop sampling, not long phrasey samples.
Right.
And so I think once I got to doing music, it just fit like that. Instead of playing a whole, I could do like chop sampley type sounds and more drum driven and more. And then over time, I just started like sitting into a seat, and I'm like, it's comfortable, get a seat belt. I started finding my shit, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like now, in crossing off for other niggas, you might see another nigga in the street playing it, and then you're like, oh, okay, so they like it, and you get comfort around your own style. It's like when I got to the Bay, I told my nigga Chauncey, I was like, nigga, I don't want to do what they doing. I'm gonna change the whole game to what I'm doing. I just don't know how yet. I don't know, I don't know that part, but that's what I want to do.
What was your first major hit record?
Hit record, oh man, it was probably Change the Game. Probably, I don't even know if that was a hit. Busta Rhymes, Make It Clap, Busta Rhymes, I Know What You Want was a hit for me, but.
So hold on, wait a minute.
Change the Game was one with.
Hold up. Let's go through some of the names of some of the artists
Okay.
that a lot of people might not be. For those who've been living under a rock, about Rick
right.
Ross. That's why I said the underdogs. That's why I like
Right.
to give you your flowers while you're here.
Right on.
Let's name some of the artists that you've produced for.
Dub C, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, Busta Rhymes, Mariah Carey. I say Jay-Z.
Yeah. Fabulous.
Fabulous, Nate Dogg.
Come on now.
New Kids on the Block,
40 Water.
E40. We did about 70, 80, maybe 80 something, 90 songs.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
And recently, Mount Westmore
Mount Westmore.
model, right?
More Snoop, more 40. Yeah.
Come on,
and
man.
Ricky Rock. And Battle Low. Yeah, so
Battle Low.
Yeah. Battle up.
Battle up.
Bro.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out, I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, real proud of you, bro.
So yeah, it's been Spice One, man. It's been like a smorgasbord, man. It's been like it's been a great hip hop story. The best one I ever seen on my own eyes. Like
Been blessed, man.
yeah.
But what I like about it, man, is his ability to be able to produce West Coast artists and East Coast artists, right? So when he went to the one with Fabulous, right? First of all, that's supposed to be my beat. I don't know what happened.
Tell the story, CJ.
I don't know.
I gotta hear-
happened.
what happened?
I gotta hear this every time that record come on the radio.
You know, I gotta link. Yeah, I'll say that every time I don't. I'll be like, man, that was supposed to be my beat, man. So I had got hooked up. I can't remember who it was. Now they hooked me up with Rick Rock, right? It was like, yeah, Woody, and they sent me the beat. So I said, hey man, that was mine. So I think the middleman messed up the transaction, right? It didn't get to me, and I heard Fabulous, and I said, but he did kill it. I ain't gonna lie. He
Mac was nice with
he
it.
murked it, right? So
Mac
I was
was
like,
nice with it.
okay.
You know what it was, right?
But I did it for Busta. I made it for Busta.
And that was actually for Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, and then them niggas was out here like social, some shit. They was in the studio mixing. I just like played some beats and shit, and it was like,
This
you
the
want
I
that
can't
one.
deny
Duro
it.
and
Almost ready to ride.
Duro and
wanna-
fucking.
Oh, man,
me.
come on, man. Yeah.
So that original for Busta?
That's why I made it for. But you know, I have shit in my mind. It might be somebody say Dub C. Like right when I was working with you, it might have like Dub C, DUB, or WC. Like, and it just be ideas. Some be like Richie Rich, but he never got those or whatever. Or I just analyze and be like, nah. Some will say Dre. Some will just all these names. And then some whole other motherfucker will pick it or something, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and who you did it for
dope,
might
that's
not
dope.
really, they might
Right.
not be feeling it, you know? So it's a trip, just how beats get where they're supposed to get.
Wow.
What's Rick Rock's process?
It's a blank screen. It's a little nervousness, especially in the beginning because the screen is so blank. It's just an all white room, and then I just go in, and it's like how the Matrix in that white room shit just start coming. It's like, and then my job is just to bring what's in there out, like draw it as close, trace it in the 3D world as close as I can see it. You know what I'm saying? And on the outside world, it's just about me getting enough skill and with equipment and shit to get it out as close to the sketch. So I just kind of sit back and wait for a sketch, and it's like it's a white room or something. It's like, oh, okay, well, here's a little painting there. Then, oh, no, but under that painting needs a little chair. Like, so you make the chair, and he's like, oh, no, but it needs the floor. And then the next thing you know, you got like a little room with stuff in it that wasn't there. And the dope shit is if it wasn't there before. Like if I bite nigga shit, I'm from old school, we didn't really bite. You know what I'm saying? That was like a cardinal sin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's I don't go in somebody else's house and say, oh, this how he doing this. And
Right.
no, it's a blank room. So that's the process. It's like I try to talk, have, you know, drink, talk shit or whatever with the artist, whatever, try to get, you know, before we get to the work, because usually you paying me. So at the end of the day, talk shit, whatever, nigga, but I need that shit.
Right.
And so that's where a little nervousness comes. Will this room fill it? Can I do it? It's always, can you do it? Can I do it? And don't do what you did before.
I love
Try
that.
not to
So
do
look,
it.
the mind of a creative person is always so interesting. I'm a creative person, so I love to hear different processes. This one I'm gonna do differently. We're gonna show the audience, if you don't mind, a little bit about how you work.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
This Rick Rock getting down, y'all.
I snip, my snip, 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 I snip, my snip,
That was dope.
Yes,
Right
sir.
on, my nigga, right on.
Yes, sir. Mr. Boom Bap, man.
Man,
Am I
yeah.
saying that correctly, Boom Bap? Because you be saying so much.
Blaps
fly-
bastardly.
Blaps bastardly. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I thought you was just talking about the style.
Yeah,
Nah.
Boom Bap is backpack, right?
Yeah.
No, that ain't
But that's
what I
what
meant.
40 used to call me. He used to call me hip hop instead of me. I said, what's your name? I'm Rick Rock. Hip hop. Hip hop. And I was always like on some hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I mix them together like on some mob hop. That's basically what you were saying with
Yeah.
the East Coast and the I could work with kind of some East Coast cats as well.
Yeah, that was dope, man, to be able to merge like that. And that beat you just made that quick was just like amazing. Like,
Right on, my
that-
nigga.
that's kind of
That's
incredible.
where a lot of people know you from as well that really didn't know Rick Rock. That's getting on social media, seeing you making beats.
Right.
That's dope.
And you know, we wouldn't have never done no shit like that before, back in the days, because you know, it just wasn't like that.
But this ain't back in the days. We wouldn't be doing me and CJ wouldn't be doing a podcast if it was back in the days.
Right,
but
yeah.
social media is where it's at right now.
But you know what? For me, it was a therapeutic thing to get on because you doing this music shit for long enough, you're gonna even out and you might valley in. You know,
Yeah.
and if you just got to keep working to get even and come up again, you can't. So in one of them valleys, it's like, damn, I don't know, do niggas still got a little? Do I still got the razzle dazzle? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of like, just was fucking around and would put something up. And just little feedback would just start feeding me. So I'm like, okay. So I put something up. And the next thing you know, nigga, some people start buying them off there.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So, it's like, so it just became a thing now. I might do like, 8 beats a day, I might put one up, you know what I'm saying, like that, so.
But you're working on it.
Was this
Yeah,
during the
you
pandemic
working.
when you started doing that?
I think it was a little before that.
Little bit
But I
before,
really
okay.
started going in then.
Right, because you're in the house, so
Right.
why
Yeah.
not make the best of it, right?
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about when we were just showing you making beats. It's a name that you didn't mention.
Right.
That's a household
And I was
name.
a little upset about the fact that you
Right.
omitted this guy.
Right.
Yeah. You worked with Tupac before, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Worked with Pop. We did a few songs. We might have did maybe 4 or 5 songs. I only know 3: Trading War Stories, We Ain't Hard to Find, and it's another one off that other album. I can't think of the name of that one, but and there's a couple that leaked when he passed and shit. So, but that was that shit right there, because I was coming from Montgomery, Alabama, and I came here and I was getting on, and we did this crazy trip to me, Sibo, Richie Rich, Mike Mosley.
Gutter.
And then we slid out here and we got with Pac. Pac was at the Lamontrose, got with him, went to the video shoot, all eyes on, what's the,
It was the What California Love remix.
Yeah, we went out there, then from there, Pac-
California.
yeah,
remix.
I'm in the video.
Intimate
Yeah, right next to Roger
connection,
Troutman.
baby.
You can't see though. But
Serious?
yeah, so that was dope. So I was learning in, and then, he was like, now we gotta go to the studio. So then we went to the studio, and Pac just played us the whole All Eyes on Me album, except for the 2 songs me and Mike did. He was like, okay, now let's do a song. And that's how I got on, because he had a Johnny J, rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
producer.
Johnny J.
He had a SP 1200 sitting there. And when I came back to California, I had all my discs with me, and I carried that bag everywhere I went, my 1200
Right.
discs. And it's just that's how that shit be working. So he was looking, they was trying to get an engineer to get something started so Mike Mosley can start on the beat. I was
Right.
with Mike, and I just slid in the disc. And that's when Trading War Stories came on. I loaded up, and this at Can-Am Studio, the old Death Row Studios, nigga. Press play, that shit came on. Pop was like, nigga, what's that? I was like, that's you, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just was cool. Then I went outside, called my homeboy and shit. I was like, all the antics then.
Pac,
Nigga!
Yeah.
Bro, I walked in there, nigga, I'm telling the whole shit. Nigga's a big painting with Tupac, the whole Death Row, and you go in there and I saw DJ Quick, he had the braids, nigga. he was mixing doom doom, doom doom.
Yeah.
He was in there just mixing it. I
Yeah.
walked past, I was like, man, it was just the most amazing story. And then the nigga ended up picking a beat, and then picked another beat. I mean, that shit was dope. His whole shit was crazy.
That's
how he
incredible.
made it.
And when you walked back in, the song was done.
No, he was right there. He sat on it. He sat on the mixing board, had his little pad. He was like, he told 40, told everybody, we writing to this. And that nigga just sat there. Then he was like, all right. And he was in there. Laid his shit down, ad-libs, all that shit. I remember D-Shot and everybody was in the booth with him doing certain ad-libs, Richie Rich, Sibo, them, Outlaws. And then he was done. out and he just waiting on everybody else.
We hear so many stories.
Always first.
We hear so many stories about how fast he wrote.
He wrote like he was tracing it, brother. Like you could probably be like, man, he probably wrote that all week long, get in here and he's just tracing over it. That's what it's like. But it's like, it's just that. That's when I knew what I started doing. That's how beats would come for me. When I try to write, it'd be like one word going over, like I grab that word.
Right.
Pac was just like like shit just going, and he can just grab them. He ain't grabbing words, he grabbing phrases.
Wow.
And he just
Talented.
totally tapped in.
Talented.
Whatever the mission was for him, you know, because that's how I see the music. The music is like, they're like stars. You don't question how they're there, they're just always there. But they had to make it. But at some point, now they're raised and it's a star and it's just there. That music is just
Love
there.
it, man. That's, you know what, man?
It's crazy.
This is as dope as I ever heard a producer explain the
process.
you know,
Right.
and your process, because everybody's is
Right.
different, I would imagine, right? But someone that excels the way you have, I'm not surprised by just sitting here listening to you.
Right.
I feel like I'm listening to a beat right now.
That's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense for you to be who you are. So
Right.
we're going to be right back with Rick Rock. Y'all going to pay a couple bills right quick. I am CJ Mack.
And I am Dub C.
And keep tuning in to the Dub C and CJ Mack show. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
We got work for sale.
We got West Side tees.
We got work for sale.
We got hoodies like this.
We got work for sale.
We got work for sale.
We got work for sale.
We got merch for sale.
Where at?
DubC and CJMac.com.
Get it.
Get it. You can't open B-boy shit.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Dub C and CJ Mack show. I am CJ Mack.
And I'm Dub C.
And we still sitting here with Rick Rock, man.
The one and only.
Yes, sir. So, you know what, man? I just want to say this, man. I've been knowing you a lot of years, man, and this is the first time I've ever been able to have an in-depth conversation with you about how you create and what that process is to you. And it's a trip, bro. When you sit there talking about grabbing this and grabbing it, you know what I'm saying, all this, and, you know, I understand the concept of a blank piece of paper and filling it up because I get excitement from writing like that. But it's like I'm sitting here listening to a beat as you explaining how to make a beat, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know if it's because we're all creative, but, man, that's absolutely amazing.
That's
man.
dope. But also, too, though, you told me a long time ago, because I like to take my time and write. And, you know, instead of just getting in and just saying any old thing. Not saying that, because there's a lot of cats that don't write, or a lot of cats that get in and write fast and get down and then be on point. I can do that as well, but I prefer to take my time, and I got an unorthodox like style anyway with the, you know, different flows. But you used to tell me all the time, nigga, just spit it, say it, do it. Just think about it, grab it, say it, and boom, 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 boom. And I found out a lot of times getting in and just going from the gut like that, you'd be surprised. Yeah. You'd be surprised. So to hear you say that you take stuff out of the air or whatever and just go in and make it happen, that shows, man, that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're a professional and you know that what you're doing is from the gut.
Right.
So it can never be fake.
Right, authentic, straight from the wherever the source is.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. So what's the latest?
Man, just the grit don't quit, man. I'm just, you know, producing. That's it. That's so, you know, I'm working on some shit with Snoop movie. It's just featuring me, really. It's called East Siders.
Okay.
I really was doing it for them niggas.
Yeah.
But it just ended up on the movie and shit.
Okay.
So it's a movie Snoop's doing, with Kenya Burris, I guess, is directing it. Underrated?
Dope.
Underdog?
Underdog.
Yeah, just like we were talking about earlier.
Underdogs.
I saw the screening, man. A great movie, man. Snoop did great.
That's
It's
what's
really,
up,
really dope.
bro.
Yeah, I saw a screening. It was really, really dope.
Dope.
Yeah,
dope,
man, I ain't
dope.
seen it to nothing, man.
Heartfelt. It almost got me. I was like, ooh. Like, ooh, you almost got a little tears of it all.
Right.
That's the same movie I worked on?
Yeah.
Okay.
That same movie Dub C worked on.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
All that creative talent right there, man. It was a good piece, man. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Snoop.
Snoop, man. Snoop is really marching, man, on this film.
Right.
Rick Rock.
Right now, too.
What do you see yourself in the future? Do you see yourself working on films, doing the sound,
Yeah, cause
score music?
Yeah, I see me doing all of that. Like I tapped in with a few different things as far as that I've done with that. I've done a few films, a few inserts in film, songs, and different things. Even now, commercials and songs and TV to this day. But I'm still in the game of, you know, the music. So I haven't took it all the way. Like, okay, this is what I'm waking up and I'm just shooting for TV and movies. But that's the next thing for me. I can start, you know, gracing up, bowing out gracefully, I guess, and not bowing out, but transitioning the energy.
Transitioning.
Where I can still be creative. But, you know, after all these years, you amass all this, because the skill or whatever, you know, it's like people be like, man, you mastered the music thing. I'm like, nah, it don't feel like it.
Nah.
I feel like you never knew if you were good enough, especially through all those trials and tribulations trying to get on TV, or, you know, you didn't grind to sell your shit. You grinded to get discovered, like, and early on and shit.
Right.
And so, you know, I just had that mentality, always had it. And it's a humbling thing, you know, because you never know if you're good enough. Yeah, man, you think this, you know, especially in my business, you pitching beats. Motherfuckers say no all the time. So,
Right. So basically, it's habit for you to get up and always to stay on top to make sure that you perfect your craft.
right,
To stay
it's
on
just
top
in
of
me.
it.
It's just, I
It's
just
in
do
you.
that. So now I just want to transition it over. You're right. It's
To movies.
to straight movies and TV and shit. Instead of them picking a couple beats here and there and doing it, I want to do that.
Only reason I ask that is because I see so much more in the future for you as a producer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think us as artists, we can't be scared to, you know, to do something else, to go to the next level.
Right.
Music is dope, and I love you for it. I want you to continue to do what you're doing,
right on,
but
man.
also too, I love to see you in film and television and getting down, because there's so much room and so much money, and I would love to hear somebody who actually did beats and producing and doing it. I love to see them in there as well. Maybe one day overseeing, you know, the sounds for television.
That's where I
you know,
wanna
the music director and all that. But
I want to be 80. 80,
Still doing
80
this.
going on 83.
Ain't nothing wrong
Man,
with
we
that.
about turning 83.
Yeah.
Yeah, he over there. You know,
at Sony,
and
Sony
just
Films.
still a creative.
Yeah.
Because without that, it's just, you know, for me, it's like withering. It's like the soul will wither and die, and it just be inside the body or something.
I don't
For
think we
me.
gotta worry about that out of you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You got that energy, man. You got that. You got this, man. As long as you
Yeah.
got that,
Yeah.
you're gonna be all right. So I got a question, man. Battle Loco.
Yeah.
Battle Loco.
Well, how did this union come about, and why now versus a long time ago?
Okay, so the shit happened in the mid 90s when I came back to California and I was living on Mike Mosley's couch. He got paroled. He got paroled to Fairfield, where I'm from. So he got paroled out there, and he had new Mike. So he was coming through the studio to fuck with Mike, and I was sleeping in the studio on the couch, so I met him. And, you know, we got to chopping it up and shit, and I was always me. I was just younger. So I got to, you know, street shit out for sure. I'm all in, but when it came to, like, the gang banging and shit, what she was doing, I had questions. Like, so why do you know we just got to chopping it up? And then he just was like, because, you know, it's like this. And he was breaking the shit down to me or whatever, right? And then we just started building from there. And it was just, you know, we would get into all kind of, so we just connected then. I was just getting on, so I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't have no avenues. Then when the Federation came, I got a deal. I gave everybody some change, and he would jump on some songs and shit. But we still had to get deals. And then at some point we just like I always was working on his shit. But he was like, in the beginning, he was too advanced for me.
Wait. So you knew Battle Loco from back then?
Yeah, Battle Loc been in, because he'd been in the Bay back and forth in Dago, but he had got paroled out there, so he was out there. You know, and then I'll see him, and where I'm from, it's the Bay, but he been a low rider, braids, you know what I'm saying, driving down the freeway. I'm like, who? So I kept seeing him. And then I met him. And then we just got to chopping it up, and it was all good. And then, you know, just how things went. We've been working throughout the years, but at this point, I was like, like I said, in the beginning, he was too advanced. He'll be trying to rap backwards, reggae, and he'd be, you know, and then I want the beat to switch, and then I'm like, bro, I don't know how to do changes. Or none of that shit, you know. And then as I progressed, I feel like I met him.
There we go.
And then I was
Compliment,
like,
that's a strong compliment.
I felt like I met where I could change, I had got better. I'm way better than in the beginning. So it was that time. You know, he had been solid the whole time through everything, you know what I'm saying? And all the ups and downs of everything, shit. So he said, man, I got an album, man. I think I want to call it Blue Castle. And I said, ugh. I said, I could see it. Once I could see it as far as an album, because that's what I like to do, is old school albums, you know, different subject matters. Can you hold an album beat-wise, production-wise, not the same ass shit every song?
Right.
Can you grab where he's from? Once he started, and then I started going out there to where he's from, and I could see it. So when he's like, yeah, pushing shopping carts, and in his raps, I can see it. And now I can do me. I can paint these pictures, and it makes sense. And I was telling him, do this. I want you just, don't do super intricate. I'll go, and you go, I'm smoke, because I want them to feel your power.
You was actually producing.
Yeah. Right.
It's a difference between a beat, to me,
Yeah.
it's a difference between a beat maker and a producer.
Right.
A producer can bring out from within. Mm-hmm. They can sit from the outside, look at you, it's like planting a seed.
Yeah.
They can cultivate it, make sure that everything is good and that it come out the right way, opposed to just giving you a beat.
Right.
That's dope. That's dope.
And I wanted him to have the album that he wanted. You know, that I wanted him to be happy, because we've been waiting a while to get it done, you know what I'm saying? But Streets fucked with it.
I remember me and Melly was in the studio working on Melee record.
Yeah, yep. That's a goal.
And you was in there and you played something.
Yeah, I played Curse of the Crib.
And we was like, what the?
You was like, play that shit again. And Melee kept saying, hey, cuz, real crib, huh? All right. I said, yeah, man, you're real.
Shit was
That's
hard.
why I wanted to play it for y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Shit was hard.
Because you a real hip, you a real writer, a real artist, but you really from that shit.
That hip hop era,
and, you know, and
music.
it's like a combination that's very, very rarely, you know, really authentic with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He
Been
one of
blessed.
them ones and shit.
Yeah.
So he got that pen and shit. So I wanted you to hear the shit, see if it passed muster.
Shout out Battle Low. You know,
What's
you know
up,
you
Loco?
know the Low.
Battle Loco.
We're gonna go to one more commercial break, and we're gonna come back and see what else Big Rock got for us, y'all. We'll be right back.
We got work for sale.
We got West Side tees.
We got work for sale.
We got hoodies like this.
We got work for sale.
We got work for sale.
We got work for sale.
We got merch for sale.
Where at?
DubC and CJMac.com.
Get it.
Get it? You can't open B-boy shit.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Dub C CJ Mack Show. I am Dub C,
Man, I'm still CJ Mack.
and we still here with who?
Big Rock.
Senior L Blaps Bastard Lee. AKA the Northern California King of Slapperies. Yeah, we in here, man.
Ooh! Talk to him, my prayer partner. Talk to him.
Yeah, we
Talk to him.
We in here.
So, man, we want to thank you for your time, man, and we want to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? What else you got coming out and with who?
Man, just find me on the gram, Rick Rock Beats, on IG, and I'm just watch out for the new Snoop shit, the new movie, the new E40 album getting ready to drop. I got 4 or 5 on that. Mount Westmore, still out now. Got 3 or 4 on there. The new Battle Oak album, and I got a new double album dropping, but they bit me and took my IP, so now it's still coming though. So yeah, look for all them. Look for my projects I got out right now.
There we
You know what
go.
I'm saying?
There
And
it
look for
is.
that Blue Castle album. It's out right now. It's Slap Nasty, Blap Clappy, Slap Happy.
I love it.
Fuck around with that one if you haven't already. And yeah, shout out to everybody in the sevens, man. You know, we still doing it. Look for my song out right now called 70 Soon. You know what I'm saying? Trip on it one time real quick, man. I appreciate y'all fucking with your nigga, man.
Come on,
One
man.
time,
Come on,
can I
man.
be
Hey, you feel
talking
comfortable,
Family.
don't you?
Yeah,
You guys
man.
know
You know,
family.
interviews be, you know, but y'all, it's just like talking to family, man. You know what I'm saying? Just on
Yeah.
some real time, some solid shit. You know, we just, you know, just like that right there.
So thank you, brother, and thank y'all for tuning in once again. Make sure you guys hit like and subscribe, you know what I mean, and give us plenty of comments to let us know what you like, what you don't like, you know what I'm saying. I usually be the one to talk back, by the way. All y'all be talking smart, you get a little slick comment, it be me. You know what I'm saying? You don't get totally cussed out if it's done, but no, we appreciate the input, whatever it is. We try to make sure our show is better. So you guys, stay involved with us. Comment plenty, hit like, subscribe, and mess with your boys. All right. I am CJ Mack
Chilling with Dub C.
from the Dub C and CJ Mack show, and you've been here with us and
Rick
Rock.
Rock.
Bam.